I didn't go shopping for an electric motorcycle. I wasn't even looking for LiveWire. But this bike didn't just come out of nowhere. Back in 2017, I went to the One Moto Show and I saw the Alta Redshift ST. Now, this was a concept bike that basically took the regular Redshift from Alta and turned it into a street tracker. This bike, at first, I was hooked. I loved the styling. I loved the simplicity. I loved how minimalist it was. This was the first time that I ever thought, an electric bike on the street, this could be cool. Fast forward a little bit, and Harley launches the LiveWire. And first response, I hated it. It was big, it was overpriced, and let's be honest, it's ugly. At that time, I didn't know LiveWire was going to be a brand or anything like that. Unfortunately, this was just another Harley product that I ignored. So at that point, my curiosity for an electric bike, especially out on the street, kind of died with Alta. I didn't take any action looking into any other bikes. I didn't track any news. They were kind of just there. And then about 2 years later, I got the idea, another electric dirt bike? And then that brings us to early 2024, and Stark launches their Varg. This was the first time since the Alta that I started thinking again, man, electric dirt bike, cool. My main idea was, could I do a street tracker with this thing? And my idea was definitely less supermoto and more street tracker, with the bigger tires, 19-inch wheels, lowered suspension. Part of me wanted to be that guy to go test the theory of the Varg. Can I ride it in the trails and then during the week throw on the street tires? And I knew that this wasn't very practical, but I still considered it. And I almost pulled the trigger. I was like literally minutes away from just saying, you know what? I'm getting the Stark. I'm going to take a leap. I want to try this, electric bike thing out on the street. Can't wait for anybody else to go do it because obviously they're not. But right before I pulled the trigger on the Stark, I thought, you know what? Let me just double check on the pricing of Harley's Pan Am because, let's be honest, pretty badass too. I just wanted to kind of see, look, are they running any sales? Are they doing anything? Did a new model come out? Could Pan Am change my mind on the Stark? Not saying that they're the same bike or anything like that, but could it lead me in a different direction? So I went to Harley's website, definitely not looking for an electric bike by any means. I wasn't looking for a LiveWire, that's for sure. And even at that point, I still didn't even know it was a brand. As I was scrolling Harley's website, under their bikes tab, they had a little one that just said electric. Confused the shit out of me, to be honest. So out of curiosity, clicked it, and that's where the Del Mar showed up. So from Harley's website, it takes you to livewire.com, and instantly, I fell in love with the looks. Started reading the specs. Some of it almost felt a little too good to be true, especially at the price point that it was at. Range, though, being a factor. And my curiosity became reality because I instantly called the first Harley dealership that I found to go test ride at Del Mar. Making the switch over to electric wasn't a single moment in time. It was years of small impressions adding up. And I think that that's why my reaction to the bike was honest. So this channel isn't about convincing anyone. It's about figuring things out honestly. And this bike didn't show up because I was looking for it.